What is happening, guys? Ant Cedric here and welcome to Ant's Bodybuilding and Fitness. So in this video I want to give you guys a little summary of my fitness journey, so starting from the very beginning. Now this isn't going to be one of those 6-month transformation videos going from looking average to looking shredded. Not that I've got anything against those. I want to show you guys that just like if you've got a short-term goal to lose say 5 kilos, that the path to getting there isn't going to be linear, it's not all going to be plain sailing. Well, it's the same on a bigger scale too. You know, my physique progression during the past 14 years has also had those ups and downs, and you'll see that too in this video. On a side note, I want to thank you all for your continued support, for liking, commenting, subscribing. It's been a big help during my prep. It's really given me that boost, so thank you. Right, so let's start from the beginning. I managed to get a photo of me right before I started lifting for the first time. Did I even lift? Not according to this picture. So I was 16 years old here, and I'd say I have pretty average genetics. You know, I have quick metabolism, but skinny little arms. So I started training at 17, and I fell in love with the gym and weight training straight away. I got a lot wrong, like eating too much food, as you can see in this picture. But I got some things right as well. I was getting my protein in and lifting heavy weights, although at the time with questionable technique. So after that first year, I researched dieting, or cutting as I found out it was to be called, and by 18 I'd lost 12 kilos and now weighed less than when I started. So I lost a lot of fat and got a six-pack for the first time, but also lost muscle, you know, due to the fact that I was a bit, being too extreme with that dieting. By 19, my love of the gym seemed to be a little overshadowed by doing what teenagers do. So I spent the next few years training sporadically and not really making gains. Sometimes going months on end without even touching a weight. But from 19 to I'd say 22 years old, my weight would hover between 72 to 76 kilos. Then at 22, I think I was 22 here, I went on another bulk and once again took things to the extreme, but this time the other extreme. So I definitely gained muscle, but as you can see from this picture, I gained a lot of fat. And at 91 kilos, I weighed almost 30 kilos more than my lightest a few years earlier. However, I did learn a lot during this bulking phase, and I was consistent with my training. I made some good strength gains, but I was fat. And at 91 kilos, this is probably the heaviest I'm ever going to weigh. I spent the next few years, going up and down with my weight and my training also, and once again, sometimes going months without even lifting a weight. Despite the fact that I qualified as a personal trainer back in 2008. So you could say during this period of a few years, the muscle gain was pretty minimal. At 26, I found myself more comfortable at a slightly lower body weight of around 70, I'd say 72 to 75 kilos, and I'd finally become a bit more consistent with my training. So weights was still the focus here, and it was actually then that I first started experimenting with calorie counting and tracking macros, all that was short-lived. So I got into cardio a little bit more at this stage too, and started to enjoy long distance running, though that was also pretty short-lived. Over the next few years, whilst being more consistent with my training, I found I just didn't really have a main aim or goal, so I was just aiming to look as good as I could for the summer. So I'll get into respectable shape for a while, and then once more I'd lose that focus. Then in 2013, I experimented with intermittent fasting for a short period of time, and got back into tracking macros and calories, and decided to really try and get as lean as I could for the summer. And this was the most successful cut I've been on, as I still retain some muscle mass whilst getting down to probably single-digit body fat here. I was now at a stage in my life where I could properly commit to bodybuilding and stop making excuses not to train. And it was at that point I decided I wanted to compete. I was getting married the next year, so my wedding in 2014, I thought I'd set myself a target of entering my first show in 2015. So from that fairly lean body weight, I entered a nice reverse diet into a bulk that will continue for around 15 months, peaking in September 2014 around 84.5 kilos at my heaviest. That's when I started my cut, so dieting nice and slowly with one cardio session a week until I got to my current weight of around 75 kilos. So I'm almost there. At the moment, 75 kilos, probably got 2 or 3 more kilos to go till I'm stage ready. And there you go, guys. So as you can see, my journey hasn't been a constant state of making gains. There have definitely been those ups and downs along the way. But I have learned along the way. I've learned a lot about myself, obviously about the whole bodybuilding, powerlifting, game, and the main thing is I've enjoyed it, and I think that's the main thing. There's no point forcing yourself to go to the gym. This has to be something you enjoy, and it's been the enjoyment of lifting weights and seeing those small changes that's really kept me moving on. And that is all. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry if this video was a little bit picture heavy. Just wanted to give you a bit of a background into my training journey, my fitness journey. That is all. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, and check out my other videos too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.